They dragged her out of her own office, in handcuffs. No warrant, no apology. Just humiliation in front of her staff. But what the officers didn't know, she wasn't just an employee. She was the federal investigator overseeing corruption in law enforcement. And when she returned, she brought indictments and federal agents. Danielle Mercer was known in the Bureau as quiet but lethal. At 42, she had led multiple covert operations uncovering deep-rooted corruption in law enforcement. But when she took a leave to recover from surgery, she returned to find something chilling. Her name had been erased from the records. Her ID no longer scanned, and a new interim task force had taken over her division, led by the very men she was investigating. That Tuesday morning, she walked into her own office only to be surrounded within minutes. 4 white officers stormed in. "This is a restricted area," one barked. Danielle calmly replied, "I'm the agent in charge." But they didn't ask for ID. They didn't check credentials. They just saw a black woman in a suit and assumed criminal. In full view of stunned staff, they shoved her against the desk, cuffed her wrists, and marched her out. Phones recorded. Whispers rippled. But Danielle, she didn't raise her voice, didn't resist. She just stared straight ahead and memorized every badge number. 48 hours later, she returned. This time, not in cuffs, but flanked by a dozen federal marshals and 2 DOJ attorneys. Cameras rolled as she stepped into the precinct, handed over sealed files, and said one word: execute. What followed shook the city's police department to its core. The interim task force had been under federal investigation for embezzlement, evidence tampering, and civil rights violations. Danielle had spent months undercover, gathering proof. Her removal was their desperate last move. One by one, the officers who had humiliated her were handcuffed in the same hallway they once marched her down. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. As reporters crowded the sidewalk, one shouted, "Agent Mercer, any comment?" Danielle smiled. Justice doesn't shout. It walks in with receipts. If you believe dignity shouldn't come with a badge, but with the truth, like, share, and comment. Receipts don't lie. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories of justice that hits different.